Hey, and welcome back. It's been a minute. Glad to be back. Met up with another YouTuber, Laced Venom, on YouTube and on the TikTok. You should go check them out. We decided to come to the Idaho Old Penitentiary. Do a walkthrough. It's super fascinating, the history behind it. Hope you find it as enjoyable as we do. Idaho Penitentiary is one of only 4 territorial prisons open to the public today. During its 101 years in operation, the site saw escapees, scandals, and the effects of Boise's transition from the Wild West to a mid-century capital city. There are around 129 recorded deaths at the Idaho State Penitentiary during its 101 years of operation. These include all 10 executions, as well as death from various diseases, murders, suicides, and during escape attempts. From the main parking lot, the first 2 buildings you pass are the warden's house and the bishop's house. And then these steps lead to the women's ward. Female inmates were housed here from 1905 through 1968. Male inmates built the sandstone wall in 1905 and the dormitory inside in 1920. The small ward held between 2 and 20 women at any given time.
Huh. Yeah.
Okay. Restrooms are in the back right with the air-conditioned weapons exhibit, and doors to your left.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Think I'd get in trouble? But this is kind of, I want, fine, I'll leave.
No loafing this area? Loafing?
At the time of putting out this video, I didn't find any more information about George Hamilton, but one can only speculate. why, the day after you were released, would you take your own life? The cooler, built in 1923, was used to hold up to 5 inmates in each one of these cells. Although later they did lower it to just 1 per cell. And what is in my mind one of the worst, Siberia, as they called it. These tiny cells measure just 3 feet by 8 feet. And some inmates would spend months inside these. conditions here at the Idaho State Pen are unimaginable at best. Granted, the facilities have fallen into disrepair, but nonetheless, you can feel it. The heaviness in the air. And while they've done their best to humanize with pictures of inmates and some of their stories, the sadness and despair lingers so thick. In 2009, Idaho removed death by firing squad as an option, but in 2023, the legislature added it back. One can only imagine the horrific scenes witnessed and that played out in this room. These are things that no one should have to see. So while it's a decent place to visit, and there's some good history in there, make no mistake, as sensationalized as they try to make some of it, and try to portray things as humanely as possible, it was still one of the darkest and most cruel prisons around. If you're in the area, you get a chance, I recommend it. Definitely stop by, take the tour, and go through it. But keep in mind, all those stories had real people behind them. Hit that like button, give us a subscribe, and stay tuned. More to come. Until next time, go out there and create your next adventure.